Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine this. You're sitting outside under a sky full of stars. The air is cool and clean. Right in front of you, there's a warm, crackling campfire, and everything feels calm. Beautiful, right? Well, today, we're going camping in English. Hey everyone, and welcome to English with Cheri, the podcast where we learn everyday English together, one topic at a time. I'm your host, Cheri, and I'm here with my co-host, Nick.
Hey, so happy to be here. And I love that we're doing camping today. It's one of those topics that's just so useful. Whether you're actually going camping, watching a movie about it, or just talking to a friend, you need this vocabulary.
Exactly. And this episode is perfect for A1 and A2 learners. So if you're a beginner or lower intermediate, you are in the right place. We're going to cover camping vocabulary, useful phrases, how to describe nature, what to say when things go wrong, and we have 2 fun practice dialogues at the end.
And we'll keep it super simple and super fun. So grab a drink, get comfortable, and let's go.
Okay, so let's start at the very beginning. Before you go camping, you need to pack your things. You need camping gear. And gear just means equipment or stuff, the things you bring with you. Does that make sense? So, what's the most important piece of camping gear, Nick?
Oh, definitely a tent. 100%. The tent is like your house when you're camping. It's the small structure you sleep inside. And in English, you don't just put up a tent. Well, actually, you do say put up a tent, but the more common phrase is set up the tent. So you'd say, let's set up the tent. That's a really natural, everyday phrase.
Right, set up the tent. And set up just means to prepare something so it's ready to use. You can set up a tent, set up a table. It's really versatile. So remember that word, tent.
Right. Now, what else do you need? You need something to sleep in, right? Because you're not sleeping on the ground. Well, kind of you are, but you sleep inside a sleeping bag. A sleeping bag is like a big, warm bag that you zip yourself into. It keeps you warm at night.
Totally. And a useful question you might hear is, do you have a sleeping bag? So if your friend forgets theirs, you'd ask, do you have a sleeping bag? Simple, right? Practice saying it a few times until it feels natural.
Love it. Okay, what else? At night, it gets dark, and you need to see. So you need a flashlight. In British English, they say torch, but flashlight is widely understood. It's a small light you hold in your hand.
Right, a flashlight. And there's a great phrase, it's getting dark. You'd say this when the sun is going down. We use getting to show something is changing. It's getting dark, let's use the flashlight. Super natural, super useful.
For sure. Okay, let's keep going with the gear. You also need a backpack. That's the bag you carry on your back. And you need a map, especially if you're going hiking. And a water bottle, of course, because you need water. These are all pretty simple words, right? Backpack, map, water bottle.
Yeah, and one more really important one, a campfire. A campfire is a fire you make outside, usually in a circle of rocks or a special fire pit. A common phrase is, let's make a campfire, or let's build a campfire. Both sound natural.
Exactly. And you use a campfire to keep warm, to cook food, to roast marshmallows, the soft, sweet things you put on a stick and hold over the fire. Classic camping food.
Roasting marshmallows. That's the dream. Okay, so let's do a quick pronunciation check on our gear words so far. Repeat after us if you can. Ready? Tent,
Sleeping bag,
flashlight,
backpack.
campfire. Great job! Those are your key gear words. Now, let's talk about nature, because when you're camping, you're surrounded by it, right? And it's so beautiful. You're going to want to describe it.
So let's talk nature words. The first is forest. A forest is a large area with many, many trees. We're camping in the forest. You can also say woods. We're in the woods, which is a bit more casual and very common in American English.
Right, the woods. Love that one. And then, of course, trees. Trees are everywhere when you're camping. Make sure you say it correctly, not tree with too much stress on the end, but smooth and even. Tree, tree.
Tree, good one. Okay, next, river. River is a long natural flow of water, like water moving through the land. River. You might say, there's a river near our campsite. And campsite, by the way, is the word for the place where you set up your tent and camp. Your campsite is your spot.
Campsite, great word. And at night, one of the best things about camping is the sky. It's full of stars, the small, bright lights you see at night. We say the stars are out when you can see them clearly. Look at the stars, simple and lovely.
Totally. And there's a related word, the moon. The moon is the big round light in the sky at night. You might say, the moon is so big tonight, or it's a full moon. Full moon means you can see the whole circle of the moon. That's a really cool thing to say when you're camping.
So beautiful. Okay, let's also add mountain and path to our nature list. A mountain is a very tall area of land, like a big hill, but much, much bigger. And a path is a narrow road or track that you walk on, especially in nature. When you go hiking, hiking means walking in nature for exercise or fun, you follow a path.
Right, the path. And that connects to our next section, phrases for giving directions and suggestions when you're camping. Because out in nature, you're constantly saying things like, let's go this way, or stay on the path.
Yes, the first phrase is let's go hiking. Let's is short for let us. We use let's to make a suggestion, to invite someone to do something with you. Let's go hiking. Let's make a campfire. Let's find a campsite. You can use let's with almost any verb.
Exactly. Let's is so useful. And then there's be careful, a warning for when something might be dangerous. And watch out is even more urgent. Like if someone is about to step on something dangerous, you'd say, watch out.
Right, watch out feels more urgent. And connected to that, watch out for bugs. Bugs are insects, small creatures like ants, mosquitoes, and beetles. When you're camping, there are lots of bugs. So you might say, watch out for bugs, or there are bugs everywhere.
Mosquitoes especially. A mosquito bites you and leaves a red, itchy spot on your skin. Not fun. So watch out for bugs is a very real and very useful phrase when you're camping.
So real. And then stay on the path. This is important when you're hiking. If you leave the path, you can get lost. Stay on the path. It means don't leave the path. Keep walking on it and don't wander off into the forest.
Right. And another good one, I think we're lost. I think is a soft, humble way to say something. It means you're not totally sure. So I think we're lost means I believe we don't know where we are. Honest and useful.
Good one. And that brings us to our next section, common camping problems. Because camping is amazing, but things can go wrong. Knowing how to talk about problems in English is super important. So let's go through a few.
Okay. So problem number 1, you forget something. Super common. You might say, I forgot my sleeping bag, or I don't have a flashlight. And if you need help, you ask, can I borrow your, for example, can I borrow your flashlight? Borrow means to use something temporarily that belongs to someone else.
Right. Can I borrow your? So useful in many situations. Okay, problem number 2, the weather. You might say it's raining, or it's too cold, or the wind is really strong today.
And we can use too to say something is more than you want. It's too cold means it's cold more than I like. It's too hot. It's too windy. Too means there's a problem with the amount of something. Does that make sense?
Yes, 2 is great. And then problem number 3, you're tired or hungry. When you're hiking, your body works hard. So you might say, I'm so tired, or I'm really hungry, or I need to rest. Rest means to stop and relax. Can we rest for a minute?
Can we rest for a minute? Love that. And for a minute doesn't mean exactly 60 seconds in casual English. It means for a short time. You'll hear it a lot. Wait for a minute. I'll be back in a minute. It's flexible.
Totally. Okay, I think it's time for something really fun. We're going to do our practice dialogues. These are short conversations you can practice at home. Read them out loud, practice with a friend, whatever works for you. These dialogues use everything we've talked about so far. Okay, practice dialogue number 1. We're going to call it setting up camp. I'll be person A and Nick will be person B. Ready?
Ready?
Okay, we're here. Let's set up the tent first.
Good idea. Do you have the sleeping bags?
Yes, they're in my backpack. Oh, it's getting dark. Let's be quick.
Right, I will get the flashlight. Watch out, there are bugs near the river.
Thanks for the warning. Let's make a campfire after we set up the tent.
Great idea. I love camping.
So good. Did you notice all the vocabulary from today in that dialogue? Set up the tent, sleeping bag, backpack, it's getting dark, flashlight, bugs, campfire. It's all in there. That's the goal, to hear the words in context in a real conversation. So practice that one as much as you want.
Right, and now let's do practice dialogue number 2. This one is called On the Hiking Trail. So we're now walking in the forest on a path. Same thing. I'll listen while Cheri starts and we'll trade back and forth.
Let's go hiking. The forest looks beautiful this morning.
I agree. Stay on the path, okay? I don't want to get lost.
Of course. Oh, look, there's a river. Let's stop here for a minute.
Yes, I need to rest. I'm so tired. And I'm really hungry too.
Me too. Be careful near the water. The rocks are wet.
Thanks. The sky is so clear today. Look at the mountains over there.
Wow, it's so beautiful. I love nature.
So good. Again, all the vocabulary, all the phrases, right there in a natural conversation. Hiking, forest, path, river, rest, be careful, mountains, sky. That dialogue is a little longer, so it's great for A2 learners who want a bit more of a challenge.
Definitely. And remember, you can practice these dialogues by yourself too. Just read both parts or find a study partner and do it together. The most important thing is to say the words out loud. That's how you actually learn to speak English. All right, before we say goodbye, let's do our vocabulary recap. All the key words from today, one more time. Repeat after us if you can.
Camping gear words first. Tent,
Sleeping bag,
flashlight,
backpack,
campfire.
campsite,
Now nature words.
forest,
River,
fountain,
stars,
cast.
bugs.
And now our key phrases. Let's set up the tent.
Do you have a sleeping bag?
It's getting dark.
Watch out for bugs.
Let's make a campfire.
Let's go hiking.
Stay on the path.
Be careful.
Can I borrow your flashlight? I need
Need to rest.
I think we're lost. And that's our last one. Amazing work, everyone. You now have a really solid foundation for talking about camping in English. Seriously, great job today.
And you know, the best thing you can do right now is use these words today. Even if you're just at home, point to a bag and say backpack. Look outside and say, it's getting dark. Use the language as soon as possible. That's how it sticks.
Exactly. And don't worry if it feels difficult at first. Learning a language takes time, and every word you learn is progress. You're doing so well just by listening. Be proud of that.
For sure. And if you enjoyed this episode, please share it with a friend who's also learning English. And if you have a topic you'd love us to cover, send it our way. We love hearing from you.
We really do. Okay, everyone, that's a wrap for today's English with Cheri. Thank you so much for spending this time with us. We hope you had fun, learned something new, and the next time you go camping or look up at the stars, you think of these words.
Until next time, keep learning, keep speaking, and don't forget, stay on the path. Take care, everyone.
Bye-bye.